KILKERRAN 8, one of my favourite sherry whiskies of all time, one of my favourite Campbeltown whiskies of all time. Here we are, we have the 2022 release of the KILKERRAN 8 Sherry Cask Matured Oloroso Sherry. The 2021 version wasn't one of my favourites. Will this 2022 bottle live up to my expectations? Well folks, we're about to dive in, we're about to find out. Strap yourselves in. Here we go, KILKERRAN 8 Sherry Cask Matured. Be right back. Okay, here we have it. I've been waiting for this one. I managed to pick myself up one of these bottles. I was saying that I wasn't going to chase it down after last year's experience with it. It was very, very sulphured last year. This year I managed to pick up a sample of it, and I tried the sample. I also tried it at the Glasgow Whisky Festival and loved it. But I didn't want to go through all the hype and through all the FOMO and chasing one down. It got the better of me. As you can see, here we have now. I've spent the best part of the last couple of days with this, getting to know it, finding out how it's changing over time, and I'm prepared to share that with you now, folks. So, without any further ado, I'm not going to mess around. It's KILKERRAN 8, 2022 version. The date on this, I believe, is the 9th of February 2022 on the back of the bottle, for you geeks out there. It is coming in at a whopping 58.1% ABV, non-chill filtered and natural colour. Colour looks wonderful. It's a beautiful, beautiful dark amber. Let's dive in, guys, and nose it, taste it, score it. Oh my, there it is. That beautiful sherry nose, sherry notes. That Campbeltown funkiness. It's big on the sherry, as you would expect, folks. It's one of my favourites ever. This has got a lot of living up to do. It's musty. It's fusty. It's definitely got that bit of dunnage going on. That dunnage warehousing. It's damp and it's dank. So it's a typical funky Campbeltown. It's a funky KILKERRAN. It's coastal. Got those coastal notes. It's got a lovely salinity. It's ashy, and there's a little bit of coffee in there. Then as you really dive into it and you're starting to acclimatise to it, the fruits come, the dark fruits, the stewed fruits, the dates, the prunes. It's definitely a funky Campbeltown. So the first impressions is fantastic. There's a little bit of tiny little hint of sulphur in the back. I don't pick it up that much, but there's a little hint in there, little sulphur, little smoky note, that distant smoke. It's right in the back. So yes, there's that little bit of smoke there. So that's the nose, folks. Wonderful start, wonderful piece of work. Let's see if it lives up to the palate. You know where this is going, folks. This is going straight down the hatch. I've had it covered up for the last hour or so with trusty whiskey friend, Whiskey Battle coin, down the hatch coin, pleasure is the sharing coin. So there, yes, they are still available if you want to pick up some coins, you want to help support the channel. I'll pop all the links into the description, you can check them up there. Some nice glasses as well, guys. If you want a whiskey friend glass, all the links will be in the description. Okay. Wow. So let's taste it. Down the hatch, folks. Slanch. Where to start with this one? Wow, wonderful. 58.1%. It comes in hot, it comes in big, comes in powerful, comes in intense. spicy arrival. Thick, oily, creamy, buttery mouthfeel. The sherry's massive, lovely, lovely sherry notes to start with, but it's dry, it's salty, and it's spicy. What a start. I said strap yourself in, folks. This is going to be good. This is going to be wonderful. This is going to be... I don't know what it's going to be, but let's dive in. Let's have a second sip. It's getting better. Better and better. It's earthy. It's got that kind of vegetal notes going on. It's real nice salty caramel coming through there now. Here comes those red fruits. Bit of red apple. Bit of cherry. Wow. As it's developing, it's becoming a little bit more jammy, sticky. I'm thinking maybe more kind of strawberry jam, maybe some cherry jam. But very jammy, but at the same time, it's got a wonderful balance going through, right through the back. The smoke is in there in the back. It's lovely and spicy. There's some cardamom here, there's some cinnamon. And here comes, there's a really, really wonderful dark chocolate note. So it's very, very complex, guys. It's very interesting. Wow. Let's do it now. I was going to... Well, let me do a wee bit with water. The finish is long, folks. It just goes on and on and on and ever. It's smoky on the finish. The smoke comes there. There's some maybe a bonfire that's been put out a couple of days ago. It's got that really distant, smoky, burning embers coming through there. The red fruits there, the sherry notes are there. It's very, very spicy. So I'm gonna pop a wee bit of water in. I've got time, guys, to pop some water in. So let's go with. I think this is going to take it well. So I've got a teaspoon going on there, guys. So let's give that a little kind of, as Gav says, let's give it a little sugar. Sorry, Gav. Okay. On the nose, it's becoming a wee bit more, the spices jumping out. The dark chocolate's now jumping out, so... And there's a really, really nice smell of maybe some nice crispy smoky bacon going on with that water. So the water's changing a little bit. Let's see how it sips on the way of the water. Still got that wonderful mouthfeel. It's actually becoming more spicy, more chocolate. Really, really, really spicy. So if you like really spicy whiskies, try this with some water. If you're not as a fan of the spice, just leave it as it is, because even at 58.1, it's initially the first sip's quite intense and powerful, but as you acclimatise to it, it becomes very, very easy. And in fact, it's so dangerous that this can sip so easily at 58.1. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Okay, folks, so what would we score this one? I have done the 8-year-old port cask finish. I will pop a link above to that one. I scored this one a 94, and I think I've actually done a sample review of the sherry cask one. I think I gave it a 92. I've had a wee bit of time now to share with this one now. I've got my own proper bottle of it. And the score wise, it might not come as a surprise, but it's one of my favourites. The 2019 57, the famous 57.1% ABV. One of my favourites ever. Is this as good? I'm not quite sure if it's as good yet, but it still deserves a fantastic score. I'm going to bump it up a couple of points. I'm going to give this a 94 as well, because I've been spending some time with both of these together, and I can't really split them. The port's wonderful, and it's nice to see a different version of this, but I'm a big fan of the Oloroso. I'm a big sherry lover, as you all know. But the smoke in this, the complexity, just the real wonderful piece of work with this. I'm so glad now that I managed to go out and find myself a bottle. So yeah, 94 out of 100. I've popped some videos across the top, guys. I hope you want to go back and check some of them out. When this one's over at the end, I'm going to pop some nice ones on the end, so hopefully you can go back and check them out. Patreons, big thanks to the Patreons, guys. Is this whiskey as good as the other one? Only time will tell, but it's off to a good start, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And until the next one, guys, as always, the pleasure's in the sharing, and don't forget to send some good whiskey straight down the hatch, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers now. Bye-bye.